Hello, I'm Patient Zero 37. These are new tattoos. This is Plastic Crack, and
Welcome, Megatron.
so this is my 59 subscribers special video. I want to thank each and every one of you for subscribing. A massive thanks go out to Pred for his big shout out video, which basically increased my subscription by 9. So this was supposed to be a 50 special, but now it's a 59 special. Ah well, these things happen. So, who is this mystery figure I'm reviewing? Check this out.
Who said that? I am Unicron. Show yourself. I have summoned you here for a purpose. Nobody summons Megatron. Then it pleases me to be the first.
Yep, it's bloody Unicron. Now this was officially released in the Armada toy line, but who is going to treat it as Armada figure? This is straight up G1. Of course he has got some design elements with his Armada character, but it's Unicron. He's blatantly G1. I mean, he was the main villain in the 86 movie, of course he's going to be treated as G1. Let's have a little look at him first. Tell you what, let's just go straight to analysis mode. Here's Unicron in his robot mode. Now, as you can see, he's so big, he takes up my entire reviewing space. So, you can actually see bits of my office kind of around him. As you can see, he's an excellent, accurate representation of his Armada self. Plus, he's just the G1 version. Except from these weird transparent parts, he could just be a G1 figure. He's all orange with little purple details, and he's grey pieces as well, which really helps set him off. He's got some crazy action features as well, like a button on his head that makes his eyes flash red. You probably can't see that very well. If you push his hand in, that too flashes red for some reason. And he's also got some Minicon activated action features, which I can show you in a minute. Okay, let's take a look around him. As you can see, he's got these big wings like he had in the original movie. He's got these missile pods attached to his side, which is another Minicon activated gimmick. Unfortunately, he has got these like half of a shell for his planet mode, but it doesn't really matter too much. Okay, let's get on to special features of this guy. His six-pack here, if you flip down his waist, you can open his little six-pack up, which becomes like a little Minicon prison. And his shins open as well. So you can store all manner of things in there. Like sellotape, for example. Okay, his Minicon gimmick. He's got these missile launchers on the sides of his legs, which are activated via a Minicon. Now, unfortunately, I seem to have misplaced Dead End, which is Unicron's Minicon, but in place, I'm going to use this guy, purely because he's funny, and where his Minicon port is, he just looks like he's humping everything, so this is the guy we're going to use. There, he humps the Minicon port, and then when you slide it forward, fires the missiles. It's the same for the other leg, but I don't really need to show you that. Now his big gimmick is his big cannon, which again, if we get the Minicon in place, so he can hump his back. So Minicon port here. Put the Dragon Humper in place, spin him round, push him in. There you go. Just makes his eyes flash as well. Now, I didn't actually watch the Armada cartoon with Unicron in, so I don't know whether this actually happened or whether this is just some kind of random missile chest bursty device, but well. It's kind of cool nonetheless. It all clicks back in place and his chest closes like that. Okay, let's go for articulation. This is the big one, the big daddy, the big Kakuna. Well, I've seen a few reviews and they say his head is stationary, that won't move. But, for some reason, mine can swivel. Action feature remains intact. Don't know what's going on there, but... So he's got head articulation. Shoulders, rotate 360 with a nice sort of a dull ratchet sound. Biceps, nice tight ratchet sound there. They swivel too, but there's no sound there. Elbows, another nice tight ratchet. And he's got a swivel at the wrist as well. Now he can rotate at the waist. His hip joints here can rotate outwards and forwards and back. His knees, sorry, they can bend, but they're very tight. There you go, nice ratchet sound there. And they can swivel as well. Now his feet can kind of pivot, but that's due to transformation more than anything. And his little toes can rotate here. So you can actually get him into some quite cool poses. This not being one of them. Okay, scale, just for fun. Here he is with Universe Galvatron. Universe Cyclonus. Now, because I don't own a Scourge, unfortunately, in any kind of continuity, in place of Scourge, here is a Crayon. Okay, let's go to planet mode. It's not the best looking alt mode ever, but definitely reminiscent of the character. This is completely Armada accurate, unfortunately, so this is kind of what it looked like in the show. But he does retain elements of his G1 design with his nice big Saturn ring type doohickey and his spikes and his big claws at the front. I'll give you a little 360. It looks quite good from the front, but then once you get into this, it's just Robot Park Kibble City, unfortunately. But you're only really going to look at it from the front. Good thing about all that kibble is you can display them that way, so it looks more planet-like. Now he retains his Minicon gimmick, which I've already shown you, so I'm not going to do that again. Then all the way around his big Saturn ring, he's got Minicon ports. So let me stick a humper on there. Minicon ports up the wazoo. He also has this cool little munching gimmick when you squeeze his little tongues together. Nom, nom, nom. Which is kind of cool. Pretty much all there is to say about his planet mode. So let's get into things you want to know. Scale. Again, I've gone for my biggest to show his scale, so here he is. Masterpiece Optimus Prime. And you can see he still towers over him. Now unfortunately he's so big a hamster won't work. So here he is compared to a guinea pig. Unicron is awesome. If you can get hold of one, I urge you to get one. He's just amazing. He's got really tight, ratchety joints. He oozes G1. Even though he's an Armada figure, he just has that G1 thing going on for him. And how else are you going to get a Unicron figure? I picked this up for about 50 quid when it came out. I wasn't even officially collecting Transformers at the time, but I saw his picture in Toy Fair and just knew I had to have one. It's quite easy to pick up nowadays. It might be quite expensive, mind, but there are a couple of different flavours to appease even the most discerning palate. Anyways, I've been Patient037, this has been Unicron, this has been Plastic Crack, and I'll see you next time. Booyah!